and welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleecher. This channel is all about planning and budgeting. So if those are topics that you are also interested in, then please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you along on this journey. In today's video, I have a very special product review for you. Here it is. So this is the adjustable 6-hole punch for planners and binders by Officemate. And I have to say, this is my personal favorite 6-hole punch on the market today that you can get on Amazon, I should say. This one amazing, it's kind of heavy in a good way. This one amazing hole punch is going to replace all of these hole punches that I currently have in my collection. I can't wait to show you all the details about what makes this hole punch so great. So if you want to find out why this one is my favorite, then keep watching. I do want to be 100% transparent with you guys and let you know that this is not a sponsored video, but this company did reach out to me about a year ago. I had made a video a couple years ago talking about a problem that I was having with my A6 planner, and in that video I did show these two hole punches and this hole punch as well, and they actually were making this hole punch at the time. So they reached out to me, and my video was not complaining about their product at all, but they believed that they could make their product even better, and they asked me for some feedback, which I was happy to give them. And then once they made all the changes, they sent me one to try out. And again, we talked and I gave them my feedback. So I did get this for free from them, but they're not paying me to make this video. They didn't even ask me to make this video. I just told them I wanted to, so I'd let them know that I was going to make one. But I'm going to start by show you here. So this has a lock. So I'm going to start by unlocking it. To unlock it, you just push down a little bit and it unlocks automatically. One of the first features that I absolutely love about this new hole punch is right here, and it might be hard for you guys to see, but it tells you right in the front exactly where you need to put your measuring tool for the size paper that you're going to use. So they have half, letter, A5, personal, A6, and mini pocket. So also, when you move this from spot to spot, there's an indicator like mark to show you that you have it in the correct place. So for today, I am going to, oh, that's exactly where I want it. I want it on personal, and that is where it's at. So here, it had the markings in the front, and it also had some markings on this thing that you had to pull out. Okay, there we go. You had to pull it out, and it also told you here. So it was a little bit more confusing. It wasn't as user-friendly as this with an indicator like mark in the front. So first thing that I really liked that they changed. Okay, let's take a look at the back. Okay, so let's talk about the markings on the back. This is one of the changes that I really love that they've done. So the old one, the old one here, has all of these categories, and it was very confusing, and they're all like jumbled together, and there were a bunch of planners that we just don't use. So they took out all of that unnecessary information and only left the most important information. Also, one of the biggest changes is these pieces that move in the back here. You'll see it's very easy for me to move them, to slide them along. The old ones were so hard to move. Like, it was so hard to move that I had to have David help me. David's my husband, and David's very strong. And even I got to move a little bit there, but now I can't get to move back. He had a hard time moving it, which is why I had two of them. Because they were so difficult to move, I purchased two so that I could keep one always at an A6 setting and one always at a personal setting. That way I wouldn't have to bother with moving it. So now that I can just move these super easily back and forth, super smooth, super easy, I only need one. Also, I ended up getting a third hole punch, and I labeled it A5, and I always had this set to A5, and I had to go with a different company because their A5 setting was so unusual. So they had it, and I'll try to explain how, you know, it's not important, I guess, how it used to be. The point is, the way it used to be was very convoluted. You had to like pull this out, you had to put your paper one way, then you had to turn it around, and then you had to do your paper the other way. It was very confusing. That's no longer an issue. Now you just set it to A5. You put your paper, and you set this piece here to A5. Then you put your paper in, and you hole punch it, and it's done. That's it. That simple. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about, well, I did want to let you know about the color selection. When I was giving my feedback, I did suggest that they should keep these beautiful colors, because they did have some pretty color options. They had this like periwinkle blue and this pink, and I said they should keep those, which they did. And I did show them this one, and so they've also added a white, which I think is so cool because the white just looks like just so clean and crisp. And they also have a black. So they have white, black, pink, and blue as options. So I want to share one last thing with you. So my original video that I had made with their hole punches was to share my frustration with this particular A6 planner, which is a very, very popular A6 planner that you can get from Amazon. I love the planner. But I was struggling because every time I would do a hole punch, an A6 hole punch, and it didn't matter which brand I used, but every time I did an A6 hole punch, it did not fit into my A6 planner. Let me show you, for example. So this one, I'm going to set it to A6 in the front, and I'm going to make sure it's set to A6 in the back on both sides. Okay, now I'm going to do a hole punch, and we'll see if it fits in my A6 planner. I don't think it will. Let me show you. No, it doesn't. You see here, this dot is way off. Now, this is not a problem with the hole punch company. This is a problem with this particular planner and a lot of planners that you can get on Amazon. They claim that they're A6, and the size, like the cover part, might actually be an A6 cover size, but these rings are not A6. So that's very confusing to the consumer. So these rings are actually a personal size. So I'm going to set this to personal. In the front and the back, and hole punch another piece of paper. This is just scratch paper, to see if that fits, and it fits perfectly. So I just wanted to let you know about that. If you are struggling getting papers to fit into your A6 planner, it might be because the rings inside your A6 planner are actually personal size rings. Just to keep in mind. Okay, so that is it. This is a beautiful product. It's like very heavy. I don't know what this metal is, but it's sturdy. It's beautiful. It's easy to use. They were an amazing company to talk to, and I'm very excited to bring this product to you guys today. I do have it linked down below, so if you're interested in checking this out on Amazon, it is now available, so go ahead and follow that link in the description box and it will take you right to the product. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you again next time. Bye, everyone.